for the first time from the new ranch here that we've got. So I see we got one person on here right now, and yeah, leave a comment so I know who's here. But yeah, it's been a while since we went live, so thanks for bearing with us. Hey, it's Annie over there from Australia. Good morning, Annie, or good evening to you, as it might be. This morning I was thinking that I would show everybody how I will struggle through my first high tensile wire knot. I've got some insulators here, so this will be an electric fence. You can see over my right shoulder right here, that is our electric fence energizer. And so we're going to be putting up some hot wire throughout the new ranch perimeter. So, hey Jeffrey. So this is our spinning Jenny. Anybody know what a spinning Jenny is? If you do, leave a comment down below. I got my gloves over here just to remind me I'm gonna need those. But yeah, spinning Jenny. We haven't had a spinning Jenny before, so this will be fun. We got it from Ken Cove, as well as this high tensile 12.5 gauge wire. But basically what the spinning Jenny is for is you have these L-shaped pieces that come out, and they hold the wire and prevent the whole spool from just popping up and going everywhere. So if you get a spool of high tensile wire like this, you need a spinning Jenny so that when you pull it, it doesn't go all crazy and it comes out real nice. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Rebecca. I see your comment there. I hope you feel better and that doesn't mess with you too much. Jeffrey. Yeah, it's gonna send you into next week if you touch it, because we've got a 4 joule energizer and we don't even have a whole mile's worth of hot wire that we're gonna put out here. But you know what, where we are, we have a lot of mountain lions and coyotes that will be going after our livestock that we plan to have out here, and I'll talk about that here in just a minute. But yeah, if you didn't see, Ken Cove, we haven't used them before, so I can't really hey Kevin Tuber Chat, welcome in, thanks for joining us. Kind of a late notification, so sorry for those of you who haven't been seeing us in a while and have missed us. Country Prepper 19, yeah, things are going real well. We've been real busy though, so I'm not on StreamYard. I'm kind of out of my element using the phone to do this live stream. But this is the spinning Jenny that we got from Ken Cove, and it's this 12.5 gauge, 4,000 feet of wire. And then that is the breaking strength, I think, 210 KSI. I don't know what that is. I know what PSI is. Maybe that's kilograms per square inch. I don't know. It's made in the USA. Anyway, high tensile wire. Yeah, tensile strength. Class 3 galvanized. There it is, 16, 17 pounds of minimum break strength. Anyway, that is what we will be laying out soon. I've got some 17 gauge wire here that I'll be using to put those insulators on one of the corners, and maybe if all of you stick around, you can join me as I struggle through that. So anyway, this is our barn. I'll put up a video of a tour of the barn here real soon, but we've got it going. Hey Peter Dell, we got it going here. You can see we got some feeders up. Anyway, I got some of that going yesterday. Let me see, I got my coffee over here, and then we'll walk over and good morning everybody. Got my coffee, hope you have yours. But let me see who else is in the comments. Maybe I missed something. Hey, thanks, Kevin at Tuber Chat, for sharing it on Reddit. I appreciate that. And yeah, yeah, Jeffrey's in here, Rebecca, Annie, Country Prepper 19, Kevin from Tuber Chat, Peter. Yeah, it's slowly but surely coming together. Country Prepper 19. Um, this place is amazing, but you know what? I gotta be a little bit careful because we have more than just me and my family here on the property. My parents are gonna be living here too. Um, yeah, it's 7 a.m. here. It's not too early, Peter. Let me sneak under here. Anyway, I'm gonna try to not what am I trying to say? Still early. Need to get this coffee in me. I'm gonna try to respect other people's privacy. I guess that's the key, and that's why it's one of the reasons why I haven't been going live until now. I was trying to figure it out, but yeah, I think I got it figured out. So let me see if I can put you guys in this. Let's see here. I got a chair over here. You can see right there. Let's see if this will work out. Ah, there we go. I'm kind of far away. Let's see here. And now I need to adjust the angle. Sorry, everyone. This isn't quite what I'm used to, but we'll get it figured out. There we go. We got the barn in the background. So, I guess they're kind of up there a little bit, but hey, good morning, Matt. Grafted Branch Homestead. So, now you can enjoy the coffee sitting down. That's right. Yeah. So we got the barn and the corral out there. I got to get some electric fence insulators up on top of this fence, and tell you what, we've seen some coyotes. There's been a lot of skunks around here. I know there's mountain lions here for sure, and bobcat tracks as well. Down that way a little bit there is a creek bed, and in that creek bed we've seen all kinds of tracks: raccoons, bobcats, coyotes. I don't think we've seen any mountain lion tracks yet, but that wash is going to be hard to fence off. So I bought 4,000 feet of 12.5 gauge high tensile wire to get a perimeter fence up. Hey, hello, Emotion. Yes, we do get bears here, Peter. There's definitely bears nearby. I'm realizing that this chair is sinking. We have some pretty awesome soil down here, but it doesn't make for good footing here. So Peter, yeah, we have black bears here. We don't have any grizzly bears. Those have been eradicated from long ago in Arizona. But yeah, we do have forest nearby. As you can see, there's bears must be as regular as kangaroo here in Australia. Yeah, you know what, coyotes are for sure. But yeah, there are some bears. They are more solitary animals, and so if you see them, usually only one of them. If they have cubs, then maybe you'll see more than one. But I've seen two here since we've lived in this area in the last 5 years. Fortunately, they haven't been around people's properties. They've been way out in the national forest here. But I know 100% that there are bear very close to here. I've been out in the forest maybe 3 miles from here as the crow flies, and there's definitely bear out there. There is a spot I know of where there has to be a bear den because there's bear scat everywhere. So yeah, we're thinking about keeping bees in the future here. You know what, guys? I can't see these comments too well, so it's just small on my phone. Yeah, Matt. Yikes, indeed. Peter, wildlife have been running out of options. Yeah, as we keep building and moving into their territory. Yeah, and that's kind of the hard thing about this is that this property has been left kind of wild for a long time. Yeah, we've got this barn and corral. This is a pine tree here. That's a pine tree over there, or a couple of pine trees there, and I've had to trim up the fences. The fences were all overgrown. I couldn't even see if we had holes in our fences, to tell you the truth. So I've been really busy. I've cleared off this fence between these trees. There was just a ton of brush grown up through the fence, the bottom of the fence. It'd been a long time since, in fact, they probably never cleared it. They probably put up this fence a long time ago. This this house has been here for 50 years. So um, when you don't manage the land and don't use it, don't live on it, and you just kind of let it be there as a buffer between you and your neighbors, the wildlife will use it. And we've seen some evidence of that, but that's one of the dilemmas, is that we will be taking away some of the wildlife habitat that they've been using. And well, I see Emotion saying hello to Country Prepper. Thanks for being here, everybody. I know we've got less numbers than we usually do because I didn't schedule this until half an hour before I was going to go live, so a lot of people aren't aware that we're live right now, and that is what I expected. It's totally fine, but appreciate you all being here, 100%. So yeah, we'll be taking away some of the wildlife habitat that they've grown accustomed to. This this back leg of this chair keeps sinking in, but you know what? We're planning to leave a wildlife corridor. I make maps for a living, as many of you know, and I've studied primarily large mammal. Very excited to see you on this morning. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, your Saturday lives I've been trying to catch on Saturday night, and it's been hard. Sunday morning, I'm actually at church when I get the notification that you are live. So yeah, I try to make every live stream of yours I can, because you got valuable information there. So anyhow, we'll be leaving a wildlife corridor for the large mammals, and I think that we know where they're traveling through our property for the most part. There is a part that I'm cutting off that I have seen a coyote moving through, and that is a part that is very valuable to us to grow our own food on. So we'll be cutting that coyote off from that path that it is taking, and that's part of us moving onto this land, is we're going to be making it productive for growing food. And some of this area in here is already cleared. I know my times are bad. I want to change it. Well, you know what, Matt? Saturday nights are probably good for most people, especially on the East Coast, because it's probably later over there for them. But yeah, for me, it's hard. Saturdays are family days for us, and that's when we get a lot of stuff done, and when we hang out together and do fun things. So we're not around very often on Saturday nights. Yeah, so this morning I need to put a corner post in right over here, kind of behind the camera, so I'll flip it around. But let me kind of do a show and tell. If you didn't get on until now, you can go back and see when I started this stream. I had the spinning jenny, which spinning jenny is to hold a big roll of high tensile wire and allow the wire to spin off the spool without it just exploding. I heard a story about a guy who didn't know he needed a spinning jenny for the high tensile wire, and he got the big 4,000 foot coil like I did, and he just cut the things off and thought he would just take it off of there, you know, coil at a time, and take it down his fence line, and the whole thing just blew up. And they said that a single axle dump trailer couldn't even fit the whole the whole ball of high tensile wire in it. So yeah, hey Andale, yeah, I'm happy that you're here as well. Yeah, high tensile wire, if you get a spool, you need a spinning jenny. So you put one part of it in the ground, and yeah, what's the red spinner made of? It's just steel. Yeah, it is a lot of wire. 4,000 feet should do our perimeter and then some. Because we're going to leave a wildlife corridor, we have to kind of bisect the property and have a lane. So we're going to have a perimeter fence here and a perimeter fence here, and then it'll go all the way around the property on both sides as well. So we're kind of making two big perimeter fences, and we'll see how it goes. It's all kind of an experiment for us. We've never done this before, but we got this 17 gauge wire. We're using this for our ground wire currently. So I just took a small amount of it, and off the wall prepper. Yeah, we're in Arizona still. We're still in the same county even. Just less than a half an hour north of where we were previously. We're kind of more out in the country, a little bit more land, and it's a dream come true. I'll tell you, folks. It's amazing being out here. I've got my chickens right over here and an electrified chicken net, and we're moving them around. And that wasn't even our plan, but it's working out really well. And then we already have this fence up. This fence is up all the way around, kind of what we are calling the yard. It's probably half an acre or so, just right around our home, and it includes the barn there, so our dogs can't get out, and they can protect the whole property. And yeah, it's been awesome. Off the wall prepper. You know what? I'm missing these comments. They're kind of flying by. I'm sorry about that. Being on the phone here, it's different than being on the computer. Let me look back through some comments and see what I missed here. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I missed a whole lot. Oh, do I get many snakes in the area? There's a ton of snakes here, Peter. Yeah, we've got more species of rattlesnakes in Arizona than anywhere, I think, in North America. But yeah, we haven't seen any snakes yet, but my parents think their dog got bit by a rattlesnake already, dry bite. But yeah, let's see here. You've been in tube jail. Oh no, I wondered why I hadn't seen you, but I've also been busy off the wall. Been outside making new patio, small deck, trying to rig the pole and go fishing. Yeah, go wet that line. That'd be awesome. I miss living on the land. My family had a partnership tobacco farm a few years ago. It was fun, great simple life. Now it's too complicated and the big smoke. Yeah, I hear you. Australia has 10 most deadly snakes in the world. Yeah, I know. You guys definitely take the cake on the venomous reptiles for sure. Yeah, we hope not to see them. My wife, she's deathly afraid of snakes. I'm not. I really enjoy seeing them. I've been around rattlesnakes my whole life, but every once in a while they'll surprise me. I don't like being surprised, but is what it is. Living out in the country, you're gonna get wildlife. Some of it is awesome and fun to watch, and is no big deal, and some of it is. We have copperhead, and that's one reason why I'm making a new patio and yard area. Yeah, good idea, off the wall. Yeah, You know, one of the biggest things with snakes on your property is just don't leave big piles of junk around for too long. You can leave them around for a little while, but if you leave them around for too long, they'll make a home out of them. Last week we had bear at the very edge of the acres. Oh, nice. Well, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, Peter was just asking about bears. We got lots of black bears here. And they'll venture into town sometimes, but I'll tell you what, we're near the forest right here. As you can see, we got the pine trees right here, and yeah, there's definitely bear here. I know of a den within 3 miles, like I said before. All right, so I've got this red snapper insulator. I'm gonna try to put this on here in a minute. Lots of black bear. You tag this year to hunt them. Yeah. We have a spring black bear season, and I would need to put in for it real soon. I'm not sure with a lot that's going on. We're building a house for my parents and stuff, so we're probably gonna be too busy to go hunting. There's an old style way of keeping snake away from the property. They say burn rubber like old tires. Snakes hate the smell. That's a good tip. Yeah, I haven't heard about that before, Peter. But maybe we'll put some burnt rubber around the yard and try to keep them out of here. But yeah, there's been lots of work to do. Lots of clearing the brush around here, making it kind of fire-wise is the term. But man, I love it here, guys. It's been amazing. Just the last, I guess it's been a couple weeks. We haven't been doing a live stream for a long time, mostly because we've been packing and unpacking, and I've been trying to respect my family's privacy. So appreciate you guys who understand that. For those that don't, hey, we can disagree on that. I know. Yeah, a tag for self-defense. It's pretty peaceful here off the wall. I don't know if you can hear, but there is some road traffic. The sound carries far out here because it's so quiet. But yeah, there's some traffic noise this time of morning. 121 A does not work on our bears here to keep them out of the trash. Huh? Thanks, Jeffrey. Yeah. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, the beard's coming back around this time. Last year it was real short. I cut it off for a variety of reasons, but I was gonna kind of do a show and tell, show you guys what we got so far, and see if you can't figure out what we're planning to do on the property based on the items that we've purchased. So let me take some more sips of coffee. Hey, good morning, everybody. Cheers. I love you guys. Sure appreciate you being here with me. But I also got to get some work done. So hopefully I'll figure out how to tie this this knot and throw on this insulator on this corner post, and then we'll go from there. I wish I could have somebody else join me, but I don't know how to do StreamYard on the phone yet. Haven't gotten there. And Dale, I'm so glad that you're here, and Matt from Grafter Branch, taking time out of your day to be back with me on a live stream after so long. It's been really good. So I guess I can take another sip of coffee before we get started here. All right. So I got a whole box full of goodies here for you guys to check out. Let's see here. All right, first off, we got the corner post donut insulators. So those are what I showed you already. They say red snapper on them, but yeah, thanks, Matt. I appreciate it. So yeah, you can throw wire through here and tie it to something, and then you can throw the electric wire through this part. So these are good for corners, or you can terminate your wire with one of those. Then we also have these corner post high strain insulators. So far behind on your new adventures. I'm taking the land. It disappeared on me. And Dale, hang on. I'm taking the land deal went through. Yeah. All new to me, Matt says. Very cool. Yeah. The high tensile wire stuff is new to us too. Yeah, and the I could use your guys' prayers. We have almost closed escrow on our old place. We go back every few days and harvest more from the garden. And you know, I decided not to do a last and final update video on the garden because it got hot, and things are still going great there. The people who are getting the place are gonna have an awesome garden with some harvest to collect after they move on to the property. But you know what, the freeze is coming. It's been getting cold. We had a bunch of hot and then we had a bunch of cold. So I could use your prayers just for the closing of escrow. That should happen real soon here. And it looks like it's going to go through from everything we can tell. They're not asking for much after the inspection. And yeah, we've been living here. And so yeah, it's going well. This is the new place. So these are the next item that we got, the corner post high strain insulators. So these are also known as a bullnose insulator. You can see kind of the diagram here. You connect it to a post, and it can be a corner like that, or it can terminate as well. So I just got some of each. So that's what I had in my little thumbnail video. Oh, it's rainy over there, huh? New Mexico? Yeah, we're probably gonna get rain today or tomorrow. We got a ton of rain on both Sunday and Monday, Matt. I mean, it was coming down. Huge hailstorm here. Got really cold, got down to low 50s. So yeah, so there's the bullnose insulator. It looks kind of the same both directions. You can see that. It's kind of symmetrical at 90 degrees. So yeah, that's one, and then this is the other, the donut and bullnose. So for high tensile wire, electric fence, these are the insulators that we plan to use. We also have some other ones that we purchased as well. They're more of like a rubber tube that we can put on some wood posts that we have. And then let's see if I can show you some of the insulators that we have on these T-posts here. Let me flip this camera around. Uh-oh, I kicked something over, guys. All right, so check this out. This is called jaw, or lock jaws with a Z at the end. Anyway, the wire just goes right through this part here, and these snap onto T-posts kind of any which way. So they're pretty cool. I really like them a lot more than the yellow ones that we can get from Tractor Supply. These ones we ordered from the Ken Cove company, where we got the high tensile wire and the spinning Jenny. So yeah, those are what we have on these T-posts for this fence here. All right, so let me flip you guys back around. Sorry for if I'm making you nauseous or whatever. They're my son's hammock. Hey, Stilnya. Good to see you. Yeah, we're just doing a show and tell what we got here. So, I got this. Anybody know what this is? Leave a comment if you know what it is. I know some of you probably do. Got 8 awesome people in here right now. If you guys haven't given the thumbs up yet, now is probably a good time to do it. Yes, still in you, it's a reel. Do you know what it's for? Is it for fishing? It's a big fishing reel. You guys know what that is? It is a reel. But what's it for? Anybody else leave a comment? It's hard to see these comments on the YouTube app when I've got the live stream going, because Oh, thank you, Andale. Thank you for praying for a forward motion. I appreciate that very much. The wire reel. No, that's not the spinning Jenny, Matt. Reel for tightening wire. Nope, it's not for tightening wire for sharks. No, it's not for sharks. It's a 3-to-1 geared reel. It's not for wire. Not fishing for bear. Nope, it's not for fishing for bears. It's not for sharks. It's not for laser sharks. Not for sharks on a plane. I love the comments, guys. Great. It's not for tightening wire. It's not a spinning Jenny. Nope. Nope. All right. Well, I won't keep it going for too long. So it's got a it's got this ratcheting mechanism, so I can spin it forward, and then it won't spin back once it pops in there, but then I can lift it up. Stonia saying what's up to Jeffrey. So this is for this. So this we got from Premier One. This is in teletape. We got 660 feet of it, and this it's got white and black color. It's a 1/2 inch wide. It's got 3 stainless steel and 3 copper filaments. So yeah, it's not wire technically. Stonia was kind of right. It's hot wire, sort of. It's hot tape is what it is, and we're gonna use this to make temporary barriers. So if you can guess what we're going to use all this stuff for, then let me know what type of animals we might keep or whatever. And that came with the deck. So basically what we'll end up doing is yeah, it is fun stuff. That's right, Jeffrey. I love it. So so this will have electrified with the hot wire that will be along the top of the fence, right? It'll be hot, and if I want to keep it from being insulated or keep it from grounding out, like this fence here, this is grounded because it touches the T-post, and the T-post goes into the ground. So if I clip that on there, can you guys see that? No. Over here. Anyway, yeah, if I clip it onto there to make it tight on the other side, this is insulated. But the other side I will have hooked up to the hot wire, so that this will be hot wire as well. Yes, both Stonia. I'm gonna do one up top because we got critters that will climb, and then we're gonna do one down low as well. And yeah, if you can guess the reasons why, let me know. So this will go on that reel, see? All right. And this one may give it away. We were learning with you on this. Oh, awesome. Well, that's good. I think there's some people that I know are often on here that well, some of them know what we have mentioned in the past, and others have had similar setups that we've learned from. So so yeah, this will probably give it away if anybody knows what this is. My son had a hilarious guess what this was, but he was wrong. So anyway, I don't know if you can see this clearly, but if you have had this on your homestead or your farm, you'll know what this is right away. And if you can guess this, I'll be very impressed. I'll know that you have wild pigs. That's a good guess. Low ground keeps away foxes, raccoons, and more. That's true, Estonia. Yep. That's not the primary reason, at least for the IntelliTape and the reel. But I think Matt knows what's up. Matt knows me too well, which is fun. Oh boy, Matt says. Woohoo! Yep. And yeah, Matt's correct. This is for sheep. This is a drencher, is what this is called. And what you do is you suck up dewormer medication, and then you put it in between the cheek and the gums, and you dose the sheep according to the body weight. So so we got this on hand. Yep, baby lambs. So sheep have barber pole worms. It's very common, and how it happens is that the barber pole worm fly, the adult stage, flies and lays their eggs in the sheep manure, and then Matt's super happy for us. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate it, man. We're excited too. We don't have them yet. It'll still be a little bit, but yeah, that's what's going to be in that barn, and grazing all around here and whatnot. You can see our chicken electric netting over here. You may see the chickens run by once in a while, but they've been chasing grasshoppers like crazy. Now my allergies are bothering me, Rebecca. If dewormer bad for the soil? No, it's not. Apparently, Matt. I'm learning all I can about it, but it can have. Hey, Prepper Book Club, welcome in. This is our new place. It can. It depends on what you use, and thanks, Andale. But anyway, the barber pole worm is primarily what the sheep can suffer from as far as parasites go, because they're a fly and they lay the eggs. That chickens are happy, Matt. They lay the eggs in the sheep manure. The eggs hatch, and then the worm is the larva stage. The worm crawls up grass and waits for the sheep to eat the worm, and then that's what starts the cycle. It's somewhat similar to like a tapeworm in dogs and cats, if you've ever experienced that. Tapeworms and fleas have a life cycle. So anyway, dogs eat fleas, they bite at them, or cats, and then they get the tapeworm egg that's inside the flea, I guess, and then that hatches and they have tapeworms, and keeps the cycle going, I guess. Anyway, it's somewhat similar, but it is different. Our barber pole worm is called that because it kind of spirals up the grass, and then it kind of is waving at the top of the grass, waiting for something to eat it. Yes, Prepper Brook Club, this is the new place. So yeah, there's our barn and corral. We got the chicken electric netting up, so the chickens will come around. Let me go over there. They'll usually come over when we come over, because we've been throwing them some food scraps and bread and stuff, of course. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, it is awesome here. But also we kick up grasshoppers. So let me go over there real quick. Take my coffee with me. Good morning, everybody. 38 minutes in, 9 awesome people in here, 12 thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, now's a good time to do that. Good morning. We'll go see if the chickens will come over to the fence. All right, well, hopefully you guys could see the chickens come over. I hope I was in the shot. I think I probably was. Yeah, they're still over there, aren't they? It's hard to see everything on my small little phone here. Anyway, got 5 people in here still. Apparently a few people that want to see the chickens that want to see me walk away. That is all good. All right, let me see if I can figure out how to tie this knot. That's what I put in the title. I guess I should do it, right? So let me figure out how to adjust all this. Yeah, Pepper Book Club, we've got over 5 acres. Won't say the exact acreage for our privacy sake, but yeah, we got over 5 acres, so it's a lot more than we had before. Before we had less than half an acre, so more than 10 times what we had before. It's a lot, and we're just starting to get used to it. Yeah, it is solid. That's right. I know. Well, I can't wait to show you more of it. I'm really trying to respect my family's privacy and all that. So let me see if I can flip you guys around, building as well as watching. All right, Matt. Well, thanks. If I can flip this around and this on this corner post, so you can see it's braced, and yeah, it's gonna take a lot of work, but that's the kind of work I like, to be honest. Pepper Book Club, I like to be able to build kind of the homestead. That's, you know, if if it was up to me, if I had a ton of money, I'd probably flip homesteads. I'd love to do that. That'd be like my dream. I mean, living on your own homestead is great, but building them, learn how to do this stuff. So just so you guys are aware of what I'm up to, if you weren't here before, let me see if I can figure out this tripod here, pan you over here. So as you can see, this there's insulators on the top of all of these T-posts here. So we're gonna string, in the beginning of this live stream, if you missed it, over at the barn, over that way, we've got our energizer for the fence. So that is the electric fence power system, so to speak. Energizes the fence, right? And then we're gonna string it. We got the spinning Jenny high tensile wire. We're gonna run that wire all along these insulators, right? But see right here, they didn't use a T-post. They used just kind of a round post like you'd have for a chain link or whatever. So I've got to tie on one of these donut insulators. That's what I'm going to use first anyway. So let me put on my gloves. Piece of wire. By the way, who I learned this from was Josh at, oh man, what's the name of his place? Hill Farms. If you know, leave a comment. I can't really see the chat right now too well, but Josh, Stony Ridge Farm, I think that's the name of his place. He had some guys who were doing just fence installation, and I left a comment that the high tensile parts and the knots start at 8 minutes in. So credit to Josh over there at Stony Ridge. Thank you for putting that up, Josh. It's gotten tons of views, and it's a good video. But basically, you go around, you go under, you go through, and then let's see, cinch that down, and then you go over with a lazy kind of knot, or a lazy loop, he said, and then you put a handle on this and you start twisting up your coils. And he said to only do 2, but I think I'm gonna do like 4. And he was using the high tensile wire. This is just soft galvanized wire, so it's The high tensile stuff is more like this no climb fence. You can see they did some wraps there, and then I may need to cut it, but he said to just bend it back on itself and it breaks. But it is soft wire, so I am gonna have to cut it with my multi-tool. But there we go, we got a connection there at least, and then I can put this on here, and I got way too much wire, but there's the insulator, so I'm going through the middle of it, just like so. I'll cut that tag end off here in a minute. But what did he say? He said go about your hand plus a thumb, like that. Hopefully you guys are seeing all this. And then and he said put a bend in it. This is of course soft galvanized, so it doesn't really matter as much. But then he said just you know what, I got way too much wire here, folks. Hang on, let me cut that off right now. Cut off like here. And don't ever leave stuff like this around. Even small little pieces are even worse, because there's something called hardware disease. I didn't know about that before. I think that's what it's called, hardware disease, or hardware yeah, I think that's what it's called, hardware disease, or hardware sickness. Anyway, it's when you leave scraps of metal around and your livestock eat it, and then they die from it, which is horrible. All right, let me get on this side here. Hopefully you guys can still see this. But you make a kind of handle for yourself like that, 90 degrees to the wire, and then you just wrap. So they say if you're just doing these wraps and you're not making one of these termination knots, that you do 6 of them at least. And again, this is soft galvanized wire. It's not the hard high tensile wire. So hopefully this will work and it won't break when I tension the high tensile wire. What do we got there? 1, 2, 3. I think I've got more than enough, but anyway, I gotta cut this. So yeah, this will sit like this, see? And the high tensile wire will come in and then come out this way. It'll be insulated from this metal post because it'll be wrapped around this plastic insulator. It's probably not called plastic. It's probably polyethylene or some specific thing I should be saying. But Leatherman Wave Plus, folks, best multi-tool there is. Love it. 25-year warranty on them. I still need to do my review on that. We filmed some of it, and I never. Don't let your animals get hardware disease. Put that in your pocket. Throw it away. So maybe I'll put a few more wraps on this termination knot too. Hopefully you guys can see this. I didn't really set up the camera perfectly. Just kind of shot it over here. So anyway, I think that's probably good. Cut that piece off. Won't let it just fly. There we go. All right. So now, hopefully we'll keep out the foxes, coyotes, raccoons, and whatnot with that. With that insulator and the high tensile wire, they'll be electrified. So maybe I'll move it up a little bit like that. That look good? I think it does. Let's see if I can pull it loose. Nope. Seems like it's pretty solid. And high tensile wire is like 250 pounds or so. I'm not 250 pounds, but I am close to 200. If I pull on it hopefully that won't give. So, all right, let me sit back down, finish my coffee, finish off this live stream with you guys. Chat it up for a second more. Let's see. We got 9 people on here. So, let me see if I can't sit myself down here with my coffee, not kick something over again. Hey, hey Sandy. I just finished showing how to do a termination knot and put on an insulator on my corner post. So we're going to be doing some high tensile wire hooked up to our Energizer. But let's see what kind of comments I missed here. Yeah, RG, my Leatherman is over 40 years old, still going. They're quality tools, I'll tell you what. I use mine every day, multiple times a day, and I don't know how I lived without it. I really don't. My phone's dead. I'll have to finish and replay. Good to see you, Nick. Y'all have a great day. You too, Matt. Amen. Small bits of wire are a pain in more than livestock guts, but let it rust and step on it a few years later. Yeah. Yep. Tetanus, that's no fun. All right, I'm getting back through the comments here. What's the cost of a roll of wire still in you? I think it's probably about 200 bucks. I found if you leave small bits of anything around, they get caught up in something. That's for sure. Joe loves knots. He's always showing you knots. Well, yeah, Sandy, I just learned this knot. It's real simple, but it's a termination knot for a fence. And I learned it from Josh at Stony Ridge Farm. Do you follow him? I know you follow a lot of people, Sandy, and I really appreciate your support. You're coming to AZ on the 21st. Wow, it's already that time of year again, Sandy. It feels like you just went up to Wyoming, up by where Lisa and Ryan are, right? I know they're in the next state over, but anyway, I've thought about wanting to come and see that part of the country. I haven't been up there yet, at least not where you are. The 21st is right around the corner, Sandy. I'm excited you'll be back in our state again. Like having small rope string around the hay and get into machinery. Yeah, so Prepper Book Club, I've got an interesting story about that. So, you know, I was talking about all of the brush clearing I had to do on this fence over here. And thanks, Jeffrey. Doesn't know that knot. Yeah, I didn't know it either. And I know a lot of knots, Sandy, because I was in Scouts and I love knots too. And I wasn't ever very nautical or sailor or anything like that, but I did enjoy learning those knots for mooring a ship and all that. So yeah, so this is a new knot to me. It's really fun. Jeffrey says cows at least have magnets to get wire out of them. Sometimes it helps. You know, cows here in Arizona, they're found with huge cactus spines in their guts, which is pretty interesting. Yes, by Lisa, we're excited to be back. Awesome. Yeah, so what's interesting is that, yeah, metal does get into everything. You know what happened is I was chainsawing up, not this part of the fence, but another part of the property. And I had my chainsaw pretty close to the ground because I was taking off. We got all these scrub oaks. Can you see this one right here? There's scrub oaks everywhere. And they just kind of were left to run wild. And so I really need to trim them up both for fire danger and to keep you know, the wildlife a little bit away from the house. And we had one real close to the house, and I was trimming it up and was close to the ground with the tip of my chainsaw, and it pulled a big piece of wire right into the clutch of the chainsaw. and chainsaw just stopped. I couldn't. I mean, the engine was still running, but I could not make it go anymore. I couldn't figure out what was going on at first, and sure enough, it was like coat hanger wire, I think, and there's some coat hanger in that those little scrub oaks had grown up through, and sure enough, it went right in my chainsaw. It bummed me out. I had to, take my bar off actually to get it out of there. And I thought, wow, that was careless to leave a coat hanger around like that. But this property's been here for at least 50 years. People have been living here, and yeah, who knows what kind of stuff and why that was left there. But it just goes to show that even something as silly as a coat hanger that's left around, decades later, it can cause some grief. But I see my neighbor going out for a hike out out by the forest. It's awesome. The lady next door is in her 90s, and she got rid of her horses. She came from Colorado, and she sent them back to Colorado. They're like 30 years old. She sent her horses back to Colorado to finish out their lives on the open range, and she just couldn't ride them anymore. But she hikes at least twice a day. I bet that she hikes probably 4 times a day. She walks around the neighborhood. She walks out on the land, and I think that's the key, folks, is to a long life, is not to just sit here like this, but to get up and do something. So it's gonna be my parting words to all of you. Get out there and do something. Stay young by using your body, and keep moving. Just keep swimming, as Dory says in Finding Nemo, right? Just keep moving, and find what it is that God's got you here for. Like a pastor had said to me a while back, if I ain't dead, God ain't done. So I'm still alive. That means I still got work to do. So do you. So figure out what opportunities you've got today. Get out there, keep moving, and God bless you all. I'm Nick from Arizona Highland Homestead. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll have some more videos for you real soon.